Fangs of Fire here. Welcome to another Duos and Dark Calls match. Today I'm playing as the Hunters against Tarvalar of Team Renewed Vigor Arlene. So, do I do my anti-beginner setup with... But... No, we're gonna do standard Pizza Wizard. Where will our start? Okay, Holy Circle, dogs. Oh, evil presence. Alright. Hypnosis. That's interesting. Scouts. Okay, we'll check for the typical Valona start, and we'll also check out Madrid. Knife, evil presence number 2. Well, that second evil presence is obviously quite an enormous waste, but so a bit of a nuisance that. Okay. Ooh, white 1. Oh, white 1 number 2. Alright. Yeah, Gulung didn't get anything worth trading for, so we'll do rail ticket. And normally I trade first day, but with dog and Holy Circle, as well as 2 with 3/2s tickets, that's really just not worth trading for at all. So I got 2 out of 3 white 1s. A good start. Discard dogs and discard... Wait, only have to discard 1. Yeah. Oh, another scouts. Okay. Let's go... let's deal with spots. Let's check out Italy start. Nope. Bullets. I mean, considering that Sura got on an escape a rifle, that's actually not bad. Quite reasonable, actually. Crucifix? Alright. Heavenly Host and RV. Oh, shame that I have to show that. Okay, you do tickets. That's not any better, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, well, there's the last white 1. Okay, got 1. We got one. That's now 1 yellow 1, as well as my 3 white 1s. So, yeah. That's now I'm now precisely halfway to perfect horse economy. Okay, doing Dark Call despite it not being a drag event. That is intriguing. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, stake. Okay, discard Holy Circle and Wreath. Another scouts? Gracious. Let's. So he's just at this one location. I suppose I'll check out Amsterdam and Varna. Okay. So that's. So I've eliminated a good number of the worst locations. Which is good. Okay, Rufus. I search. I don't know. Let's. Hmm. What's another? I think let's check out Galatz, perhaps. Just yeah, I suppose I'll simply just keep checking around at. Oh, Aggie. What is with all these searches? Constanta. Just ruling out. I'm just ruling out a lot of the worst locations by drawing. Okay, chartered carriage. Interesting. All right, you do tickets. Okay, good. Tickets. Okay, you do trading. Trade with me now. We need to get that renewed vigor onto someone more reliable. I'll take the charred carriage too, so as not to have to show it. There is a certain amount of risk to that. Like, should I draw the other RV a forewarned, or or like CG the other RV forewarned? Then that it would definitely suck to have to show something like that. But tis what it is if that ends up happening. So I suppose next thing I do is tomorrow night I have Van Helsing trade with Seward to pick up that hypnosis and escape route, both of which are very good to have on Mina. Okay, this time we're discarding a steak and a dog's. Okay, Vampire Lair. Okay. And I have quite a few steaks. And Ongeldaming. So yeah, I have 3. I have already drawn all the stakes, even though I haven't gone that far through the item deck. One thing I don't have anything of yet is that'd be one of the no. Discard bullets since I don't have a gun. Okay, another Heavenly Host. Yeah, I'll discard the stake and then I'll just have them trade Heavenly Hosts and stakes tonight. I'll have Gul'daming issue the trade. So, give it her that. Take the Heavenly Host. And then, let's fix up Gul'daming's tickets. Okay, let's... Oh, nice. Okay, so that's everyone but Mina all fixed up. Okay, you trade with Seward next. Give him a renewed vigor and a chart. I'll have Van Helsing keep. That's a good question, actually. I suppose I'll have Seward hang on to the carriage for now, for reasons of for hand size reasons, but also there's the fact that I. But also, there's the fact that Van Helsing has only white 1 tickets, and I hardly want to use that with chartered carriage. So therefore, okay. Gracious. 3 hired scouts, double the evil presence, Rufus and Aggie. Gracious. A lot of searches. So there are a lot of places where I know that this first encounter is not. And the thing is, this first encounter could still be at Valona for all I know, because I searched that for its starting location, not this, but the starting location. Okay, yeah, we'll just discard those. A knife. That would just be discarding the dogs. Normally I would say pistol, but the fact that okay, discard 1 of the crucifixes. Okay. Oh, there's our horse. Let me see. That has to be the stake. Okay. Good luck is a good trash is a good trashy event for me at a show. So you pass. You pass. You trade with Mina. Get her hypnosis. And do I suppose I'll hold on to the escape route for now, because in the event or do I simply show him the escape route and take the good luck for hand size reasons? I am still concealing hypnosis. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Escape route on Mina is not at all unusual anyway, so... Okay, no unlucky there. With my current horse economy, I have a 75% chance of drawing a yellow 2 ticket for my horse. No newspapers is definitely unfortunate. I do wonder where he is. Is this an Ireland start or something? And that's just and now he'll lay down hide if he hasn't done so already. I mean, if it's an Ireland start and there turns out to be a vampire there, I can okay, you get a small head start, but then you have to take to the seas. Alright. Okay, do I discard... Since I do not have CG, and I don't even know where he is yet, I'm actually going to discard Heavenly Host. I need a weapon. I need to have a weapon. Oh, Money Trail, sweet. Getting some very nice stuff, to be sure. Okay, no question about what I'm discarding there. Forewarned, nice. It's very nice for Seward to have forewarned. Oh, well, I suppose discard garlic because crucifix is slightly better. Okay, yeah, we can discard rifle. Surprising return. Okay, now that is actually very good because now I have both Rufus and Aggie available to me whenever, like when I need them. That is actually a very nice card to find at this time. Suppose pass. Pass. Okay, let's. I suppose I'll trade with Seward for the sake of. Okay. Man, I've gotten so many good events that I'm not sure what. I mean, Charter Carriage is admittedly not the best of events. I'm gonna be finding the last horse soon enough, as well. So, I can either trade with Seward for hand size purposes. I can trade with Mina for hand size purposes. I think we'll do it with Mina because Mina's cards are on average slightly more powerful. Just take the surprising return, empty a slot, and then Mina can work on try to. Come on, give me that. Give me that. Those last yellow one tickets. Yeah, so what? Where exactly is he? If that turns out to be a hoax, I mean, I have no way of knowing where it is. So, as for the rumor token, I do have Vampire Lair, so if nothing else, I can simply cushion its impact. Okay, there's the last horse. Good. Okay, that'd be the pistol. Rifle is better than pistol. I would usually do the stake, but since I have Vampire Lair, that's actually a tough call. I mean, I won't be in a hurry to play Vampire Lair, and we are close to the end of the deck. So, yeah, I'll make it the last stake. Wax cylinders. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, a knife. Holy bullets or the holy bullets when I will have only one gun left, or or do I simply make it so I have four weaponry? Holy bullets can serve as a makeshift stake, so I think I will go with that. Oh, great strength, man. I mean, as I said, Charter Carriage is actually not the best of events, so we'll go with that. Because I am, I mean, when it comes down to the facts, I do have pretty strong stuff just hanging about. Rifle, discard it. Harker. Okay, now that is actually handy. I will at least get to know where the rumor token is before that happens. Yeah. So that's all three allies showing themselves this game. Intriguing. Okay, pass. Pass. Trade with Guldoming. Pick up the wax cylinders. And I suppose we'll also pick up Vampire Lair. Give him the surprising return and a good luck. They both of them have a good luck for their trash event. Because with both Rufus and Aggie in the discard, surprising return is very nice. I love to have it. Okay. Let's continue working on horse climbing. I am aware that I've had hypnosis practically this entire time, and could have done it that way, but it's best to save hypnosis. Okay, what is it? Hoax? Very annoying, but can't be helped. So he has 7 options. Yeah, just didn't get... Had Harker come one day sooner, I would have at least known where that is, and then I could be moving on him even now. What are the remaining 3 cards in the deck? One of them is a Garlic Wreath. One of them is the second... No, we've gotten both Holy Circles. 1, 2, 3, we've had all the dogs. One of them is the third Garlic. So 1 Garlic Wreath, 1 Garlic. And, Alright. Alright, so it wasn't anything like so it wasn't an Emmanuel Hildreth team, at least. Mind you, that could be an unearthly swiftness. I don't know. So... Yes, get rid of that garlic. Behind the Veil. Oh, right. I get to know what it is. It's a wild horses. And he has double wolves, he has two wolves, a bodyguard, a saboteur, a spy, and that's it. He doesn't get to refill because he's only to 5. So his next encounter will either be a wolves, saboteur, spy, or bodyguards. So goodbye, Fog. You supply up again. Okay, don't need 2 holy bullets. Sense of emergency. Now that is definitely a better one. The upside of what's been happening is that when I do know his whereabouts, I won't need planned ambush. I have a surprising return to potentially summon Aggie. What really matters most is movement. So therefore, yeah, and with great strength is kind of a better planned ambush in a sense. In a vague sense, of course, but okay, a stake. Now he can use the Vampire Lair. Yeah, discard the Crucifix. Dogs. Where are all those pesky newspapers? More than 25 cards, in point of fact, more than 30 cards, more than 30 supplies, and I still haven't gotten a newspaper because he did just shuffle back in 6 extract events. So keep in mind that he has wild horses. So that was definitely very good behind the veil timing. Nice. Behind the fog timing. Good to know what that event is. Nice to know what that event is. Pass. Okay, pass. You trade with Seward. Alright, I'll have... So, Van Helsing has the stake to use Vampire Lair. So give him wax cylinders, take great strength, take sense of emergency, give him good luck. Or rather, no, Seward keep hold of great strength. So Harker is about to show me. Harker is about to show me where this vampire is. I mind you, the fact that he has wild horses means that I'm unlikely to be able to clear it, but it will give me a general idea. It will give me his general whereabouts. And well, I've gone through the entire item deck, so I have had to. So I am the. Okay, Granada. So it has been down in Spain all this time. I simply didn't check the right spots. Okay, so then. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to let that go. Annoying, but it's just how things are gonna have to be. And I could renew Vigor, but since Seward is the one person who doesn't have a horse, okay, now we can get on the move. And since I've had time to prune my hands and get excellent event cards, he may find himself hard put to defend himself. Okay, you make your way towards Le Havre so that you can get the horse off of Van Helsing. As soon as he lands. The 1 out of 8. of getting slow horse. Annoying. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do wax cylinders. That may be able to give me a bit more information. Not high. Hasn't hidden. So, well, let's try to get that pesky 2-1 that's still in there. Nope. Okay. I suppose now that I think of it, I should have had her move by train, as that would have covered more distance for, even if I had rolled fast horse. All right. So this has definitely been a nuisance. Due to lack of information, he's gotten this. However, due to that same lack of information, I've been getting some very good stuff. So, Granada matured, he had feed after that, and then 2 more spots. So from Granada, honestly, it could be that I'm about to horse onto him by going to Toulouse. But, well, Godalming is... Ah, Messieurs. We'll go to Milan. Okay, so I found the beginning of of where the trail leads off. That's good. Soil? Okay. I do have a heavenly host to deal with it. That is the one downside of my current hand situation. That I did have to discard a heavenly host. Okay, you trade. Let's get things properly sorted out, shall we? Then give him a ticket that he can use with chartered carriage should that fall into his hands. Trade. Then you pass. There's no event trade that really needs to happen. Mina is well prepared should he try to get her into some sort of trap. Not only do I have an escape route, he knows that. Ah. Hello, he who leaves too early and snuff. So, from Toulouse. So, let's first check up on Marseille. Didn't go there. Alright. Oh, come on. Well, Paris helps narrow things down too, so not the biggest deal. Let's just Van Helsing. I don't want Van Helsing to do anything in particular right now, so let's just do this and get it over with. Now we'll go to Clermont-Ferrand. Okay, so he went there next. So I'm gonna have to check out Geneva. Not with a surprising return, though. Okay, pass. Okay, did he hide just now? No. Okay. Wolves? Okay, well, you already know that I have a knife. Sure. Sure. No biggie. No biggie whatsoever. Wolf form? Makes sense. Because he's either like up here in Nantes or like at a place like Strasbourg. Skip. We'll go with Strasbourg. Okay. Didn't go to Strasbourg. Did he go to Geneva? Alright. You go to Brussels. go to Zurich. Yeah. So I moved from Paris, from Clermont-Ferrand. So Wolfram from Zurich would usually, but fortunately, the western, all the western destinations of Wolfram from Zurich are actually cut off. All the ones in Gallia are cut off from where I was, from what's already on the trail and where I moved from. Godalming moved from Marseille. Yeah, I neatly, without intending to, checkmated the Wolfram from Zurich to go west. Mind you, he could easily be going east, but, well... so how should I do this? So, obviously I'm not doing anything more tonight. You search Saboteur. Okay, well that's annoying. Okay, I do have a rifle, so on my way. Pass. And then you search Zurich. Another wolves? Okay, I'll take 2 more damage. Sure. So now it's just a matter of where did he wolf form. It is a shame that I don't have CG, but I do have an RV. For when I judge it's correct to use it. Nisios. Weirdos. Weirdos. So, wolf form from... Yeah, wolf form from Zurich can mean a lot of things. You know what? I think actually what I'll do... This may seem extremely weird, but... What I'm going to do... Well... I actually just had the thought of what if I use hypnosis now? But... No, that's just not... It's just not right to use it yet. We'll go to Milan. We won't go leapfrogging over into the east yet. Okay. Lucky find? Okay. Not bad. Yeah, so now I want to see if he's going down to the boot first. I mind you, he could have wolf formed to Genoa and now gone into Marseille. Let's just go with... Yeah, don't do anything. Okay. We'll trade with Godalming. Give Godalming the lucky find, and have Van Helsing commandeer this surprising return. A special psychic bond. He's not in Italy. I do wonder if I should have done hypnosis there instead. This is being a bit of a frustrating game. I had to find that wolf form. Okay, let's have Goldaming check out Zagreb. Yeah, I know that he has wild horses, because for those of you who missed it, I drew Behind the Veil directly after he matured a hoax, so I got to see that his Drac event is wild horses. Okay, there we go. Ambushing with Reckless Vampire. Alright. No, hardly worth doing that. Wait. So I do not have any stakes available. At least not at the present. Mind you, if I had done Lucky Find, a stake would be quite a likely outcome. Turns out I could have vaporized him with a Heavenly Host. I think I'll go with Punch. More likely than not, he's gonna do a Fangs now. Yeah. I'll go ahead and do Escape now. Which may seem a bit strange after doing a punch like that, but... Okay, so now he's undone my vampire lair, which definitely sucks. So, I think I'll have Seward deal with this, considering that he does have holy bullets. A rifle is better than garlic wreath. Skip. The fancy pass with the Seward. Pass with Van Helsing. Heal with Mina. And of course, I cannot let this vampire mature, or I lose. Wait, whoops. That was... I was thinking about Van Helsing when I did that, which is why I didn't do anything, but... Then again, I suppose if I were to roll slow, I could risk him horsing him back into the vampire. Alright, bring it on. I want to fight. Claws. Alright. Man, could have just popped him with a rifle. But the fact that he started with claws seems to say that he has a pretty bad combat hand. Which, well, of course, increases the odds of my success here. Okay, so he gets to claim one more point, but with the help of holy bullets, I get to take this thing down. Yeah, holy bullets have their moments. Peaceful is not right in that. Not right, not wrong in that. I mean, it just so happened that the items fell in a manner that made Seward want just be able to utilize the bullets. A stake. I've already done Vampire Lair. Let me see. I've discarded a stake from. Honestly, I'll take the stake as a just in case. Lucy's Revenge. Okay. Okay. Let's just use my 3-2 ticket. Okay, did not go to Sajed. Skip. Rest. And then you trade with Guldaman, give him Lucy's Revenge, and take the Good Luck card. And when I think of it, if Van Helsing, I'll have Van Helsing keep Lucky fine for like if he needs something. Just rest. So if he stays on land today, I could attempt a renewed vigor play. He does have wild horses, but which for any of you who have recently joined my recently started watching, he matured a hoax at the beginning, since Harker here came on the day after he had slid onto the first 6 slots, so I didn't know where it was. No newspaper, nothing like that. But I drew Behind the Veil directly after he matured the hoax, so I got to see that it's wild horses that he's got. And also, with that Behind the Veil, I also got a Yoinka Fog in addition to that. So that was actually a very good Behind the Veil. And he could still have the other Fog. And or rather, he is likely to have the other Fog. But I think, honestly, I kind of just gotta try. If for no other reason than to just get this start going. And to help this will also help deal with trail. Like, uncover it as I go. So at what point did he go to Sophia? If at all. It is a shame that I don't have a speed telegraph to help out too. But it is what it is. Okay, wild horsing to do something about Sophia. That's interesting. I would assume that he'll just bunt him back to Sarajevo. Okay, well now he's spent it. Okay, and that is where he went. Well, I'll just go ahead and check out Bologna. See if he's there. Okay, so looks as if he just hid in Athens is what's going on. Oh, hit at Salonika. Well, I could give Mina a lucky find. She does have planned ambush. I could do something of an in and out hit at Salonika. But I do need to do some trail clearing. 1, 2, 3. What exactly do I have Van Helsing do? If I could do that, but I think that I will go with supply plus. Okay, no. And then move by train down to Marseille, as things are bound to come up in that area once he leaves for sea. I mean, if there is a vamp, he's just low enough where if there is a vampire amongst this stuff, which it's not so much if as, like, I will be surprised if there's not another fighting vamp somewhere. Okay. So I think I'll go with. We'll check out Sophia. Okay, so he actually could be elsewhere. What do I do with Mina here? She has escape route and she has planned ambush. She is pretty well protected. So I think that I will check out. Well, I'll check out Bucharest. Ah. Okay, so that means that I'll have next turn to do this as well. Okay, yes. Aggie, I summon thee. take that. I I actually am going to go with the planned ambush route. This may seem strange, but I want to make going to sea less attractive. Okay, play dodge, see what he does. If he does claws, then okay, he went with strength, so therefore we will go with dunking him with a heavenly host. Yeah, and from here I'd best just try to escape. And then just rely on the escape route to protect me. Okay. Okay, now I do have great strength. I do have great strength on Seward. So therefore, I actually could, in theory, afford to just take a bite. So let me see. He knows that I have a knife. That's what she's showing. Simply because that was the first thing she drew, and it never got around to being traded. So what I most dread, I suppose, in point of fact, is what I most dread is him getting in a plotting. Okay. Would have gone away with the dodge, it seems, but dodge. Okay, wait, that should have been escape, but oh, well, now I may end up preserving great strength because of the fact that I didn't do escape. So yeah, by choosing to do escape, only claws really threatens me. Yeah, this is inevitable because I just didn't have something to protect to full. Hup. So, thanks to having great strength, admittedly I only dealt 4 damage, but then again, 4 damage is a good deal. I suppose the fact that, yeah, he went for the claw route, doubtless because I put down Aggie. It is a real shame that I do not have CG, that I could cut him off from Black Sea Coast. Even though I only have 1 Heavenly Host left. So, do I use wax cylinders for deduction, perhaps? And I do foresee the possibility that he may choose to do a feed to try to finish Mina off. Because if Mina dies, he suddenly goes up to 12 influence. So I think that I will do wax cylinders for deduction. See what he's sitting on. An aristocratic? Alright. That poses a threat. So I'll go ahead and give Seward the sense of emergency, so that if he chooses to do a feed, then, well, obviously, I sense of emergency Seward in, and have Guldoming roll on, and then do Lucy's Revenge for a 2v1. And I will also, on top of Lucy's Revenge, have Aggie. So that will be a very hard fight for him to survive if he chooses to go that route. But I can definitely see the temptation for him to for him to take out Mina and get 4 points out of it, potentially getting the better of him. Yeah, I do have this trail to worry about. Yeah, this is going to end up being a close game. Because, yeah, especially if there's, like, any... I know that there's an aristocratic vamp there. There's... Okay, he chose not to stay, which, in my opinion, is wise. Okay. Oh, slow roll. That gives me an excuse for going to go to Sophia. So that's actually semi good for me that happened. Okay, you. Well, Valona is a spot on the trail too, so I suppose this turn we're simply gonna deal with trail. Local. Shame that showed up. Is that all the proxy events now? 2 evil presence. No, there's still one more. There's still one more local rumors left. Okay, you rest. Or it's an aristocratic. Let's just get rid of it and be delayed by night instead. So okay. Another aristocratic. I will wait a little bit. This is probably a little bit greedy, but I want to make sure that there is a threat. Whoa. Okay, same story. I'll deal with them later, because for all I know, he could be about to slide a fighter vamp, and with both of these two contained by the delay, I would be unable to do a single thing about it. Then he cruises out at sea for long enough for it to become week 4, and then lands and wins. And I've already spent Vampire there, so I can't afford to have both of them delayed like that. So you trade Lucky Find to Seward, since he is down an item card. Mina is too, but she's in a big city, so. Yeah, if he chooses to stay on land further, then I will. That will be something of an all or nothing pounce. But okay, no, he went out to sea. Good. Okay. You go here. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but so just in case, this may seem excessive, but if this is a vampire and Gloming fails to take it, it's obviously not a reckless. He would have ambushed with that, but okay. I'll have Mina supply refill. Oh, okay. To hit. There's my last proxy event. Then again, Gloming does have money trails, and Mina has hypnosis, so I have plenty of ways. I have all the best of ways of finding him already armed and ready. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Bodyguards? Okay, good. So, I could have gone away with Sword becoming delayed, as it turns out, but I just could not take that risk. Okay, you fetch a new ticket. Mina heal. Okay. So I do have to be cautious of treading on layers as I go back west. But the fact that it's Black Sea Coast buys me a little bit more time. I'll have Gul'daman go to Valona, and then I'll have Mina and Seward meet up at meet up at Sophia here. I'll snuff out both vamps and have Mina heal while Mia heals double. Okay. No, we want to. Okay, we'll discard the stake for that. Speed telegraph. Okay, that's nice. That's actually nice. Okay. Okay, get rid of that. You get rid of that. This does mean that I won't get to search for the trail on the money turn, on the money when I would typically do the money trail. I suppose, well, considering that Adriatic can often be tricky, perhaps I should do hypnosis? No. At least for my first one. Okay, try to get a better horse economy ticket, please. Okay, there we go. Alright, what's the Drac event count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, still only 6. Wow. Gracious. Okay, you heal. So I'll have Mia check up on Constanta, now that she has a reasonable amount of HP. And what's more, since she found a stake, if this turns out to be a vampire too, which we still have one Reckless unaccounted for, and we haven't seen a single new vamp yet either. So I think it's highly likely that there is a fighter vamp there. Skip. Okay, undelayed. I am definitely running out of time very rapidly. Wait, whoops. Ah, crap. Misclick doing Psychic Bond. Well, I have time. At least in terms of dealing with Constanta. Whoops. Ouch. Whoops. Oops. Psychic Bond misclick. Misclick there. That's gonna cost me some valuable time. So, yeah, let's go ahead and play Money Trail. Winterinian. Alright, I don't have any excellent weather to help me catch up. I'm gonna have to risk going through the layers. Or no, we'll go sense of emergency. The thing is, he still needs two batches of Fury of Dracula points. So I'm definitely in a very tight spot here. At least I get to recover a bit more HP. Not that it will matter in the long haul. Yeah, I think that Tarvalar has successfully given me the slip. I'm not completely. I may yet draw CG, but I only have one Heavenly Host. Van Helsing may well pick one up, but the other one is still in the discard. At the very least, I suppose there is there is another hope, and that's for Heroic Leap. Okay, that's a wolf form? Yes. No. Going on to the Med Sea. So, oh, he removed the Zagreb lair? Okay, that's nice. Alright. No, we saved the sense of emergency for last minute. Try to catch him napping, so to speak. It's possible that he'll wait until all the way until South Atlantic, and then Okay. There's still 2 charred characters in the deck somewhere. Forewarned. Nice. Okay, you go deal with Constanta. It is entirely possible that I'm just sending her into a fog, but that's just a risk I'll have to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's, yeah, that's actually barely under a 50% drac. That's barely above 50% hunter cards left. Let's go ahead and trade to mix things up a little. And then, in case of spy, we'll move those around as well. Let's get a bigger ticket. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I need Van Helsing to be able to move around. It was a new vampire. Good. That's that done. So we went to the Mediterranean Sea. I will say that being able to use hypnosis would be big. So perhaps what I do is... which of the... Seward is definitely slightly better equipped than... Well, Lucy's Revenge. No. Perhaps what I do is I use Speed Telegraph, have Mino horse to Belgrade, have Seward horse to Belgrade, and then have Gul'daming. He's at low enough HP. He still hasn't landed, and he's already at low enough HP where where 2v1 ought to be good enough, or even a 1v1 with a halfway reasonable hand, or halfway reasonable stuff in general. Okay. Wolfhorn from Med. Yeah, since he Wolfhorn from Med, I need to figure out where he is fast. I have 2 turns. Or rather 2 days to do this. So we need to do this. We won't... while I should probably assume that he's down at... Seward can actually get to places faster since he has a sense of emergency, and he has Lucky Find. He's not at the stage... He's at the stage of health, and it's late enough in the game where Lucy's Revenge will probably not make a difference. So I think, and well, it doesn't matter when hypnosis happens. Since this isn't renewed vigor, I won't be able to play it by day anyway. So we wait. So, okay, that was successful. Yeah, this is definitely a very desperate ploy. Okay. I'll have a... How do I make certain that Van Helsing can get to the place? So both of my hunters here are equipped with Forewarned. So... Well, so long as... It would have to be all the way, like, Wolfform to Madrid and then down there. So... If I just need to make myself in range of any Wolfform spot via sense of emergency by going here. Just to make sure. Yep. Okay. Don't fail me now, horses. Ah, come on. Alright. I'll have to just do my best without it. So this is the last night where getting events would make a difference. I do risk Unearthly Swiftness or Darkness Returns. Is that a risk I'm willing to take? So for Van Helsing's turn, I'm going to be trading to fetch the Forewarned. Then again, all is not lost yet, because with that Speedy Telegraph, I can use Hypnosis on the day where it will most matter. Okay, no. It is not time for Desperation Acts. That would only send things spiraling out of my control. Okay. Trade with Seward. Get the sense of emergency. And well, well, since discard that since okay. Since both my hunters have Forewarned, I think I stand a reasonable chance. All right. The question is, will this be a hide card? I wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, use Speed Telegraph. Okay, step 1. Goldaming, you move to Mina. Huh? Why isn't it letting me click the place? Come on. There we go. Okay, Mina. Use thy power. Hypnosis. Where are you? He is in Iberia. As was expected. So, Seward cannot get there in time. So, I think there is still one scouts left. 1, 2, 3... So he's in Iberia. However, due to Wolfform likely being to Madrid, that could mean anywhere. I think that it's likely that it's going to be Cadiz. So you supply. Alright. CG. Ah, if I had had that last night. Well, Okay. I have to take a wild guess. Where in Iberia is he? So, he wolf horned from the Med. I would assume to Madrid. I mean, the fact that he's in Iberia and it's means that it was either Saragossa, Madrid, or Granada, unless he fake wolf horn. But I seriously doubt he would do that with CG unaccounted for. All right, here we go. I'm going to guess that it's Cadiz. Okay, here we go. No. One final encounter, folks. This is what it comes down to. One final fight. Fight, man. One final fight, man. Alright, here goes. 6 health Van Helsing. He is well armed. I have a rifle, a knife, and holy bullets. So, he has to wait until round 5 to even try. So, he's going to be playing very defensively. But he doesn't know about Heavenly Host. He does not know this, whether... He knows that there is 1 in the discard. But Van Helsing... Heavenly Host is one thing that would one-shot him. So I have to either play around Mesmerize or... I have to either play around Mesmerize or play around Mesmerize and in a way play around Strength, or I have to just risk it. But if I lose the gun, that is my best source of damage gone. I am going to... in the end, I think that the correct pick is Punch, because I have Aggie in play. So, good. Phew! Correct call. So, he can... I only have to do 1 more damage, and he cannot escape. There will be no escape for him. Hey. So what now? I successfully deflected his first thing. He will definitely not plot. He will take into account the possibility of knife. Likewise, he will take into account the possibility of Heavenly Host. I'm going to do a dodge next. He will hardly plot, so I want to get a feeling for what sort of hand he has. Yeah, I figured that was coming. So I think I do knife next. I'm going to guess that he's going to do... And the thing is, since I've already used Great Strength as well, since I've already done that too, then... okay, good. Just as I had hoped. Since he why did I hope that he would break my knife? The reason is because of the now he will be enticed to do claws, because I'm at 4 health and he knows Great Strength is gone. I spent that already. He doesn't have Mesmerize, so long as there's no Strength. And, well, this is actually kind of my last opening. Okay. Yes! GG well played. I win. Holy bullets for lethal. Wow. Great game, man. Close one. Well played, Tarvalar. That was definitely one of the That was definitely one of the hardest games I've had this tournament. That was extremely close. Whew! Gracious. Yeah. That was... Yeah, that's actually... Yeah, Cadiz was the obvious choice there. Yeah, Cadiz was the obvious choice there. Yeah, but very well played. Very well played. Hey, that was a last minute salvage on my part. Okay. But wow, boy was that a crazy game. Thanks, Strider. Thanks, Strider. Yeah. You too, guys. You too, guys. So, yes, thank you all for watching. That was a very crazy game that I barely managed to eke out the win. So let me see. He had 11 influenced and survived to Elite 4. So that's only 2 IDFs for me. But well, it's a win. So, I mean, JB Philly, should you watch this, you can be proud of your teammate. He gave me a very difficult match here. That was very, very hard to come back from. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you all next game. Yet to be determined when that will be.